All right, we're live. Good morning, everybody. And I was so busy setting up your camera, I didn't set up mine. I mean, I'm on, but
let me look and see what we're doing here.
I gotta move my microphone out of the way.
See, I have my craft part of my life going on right now.
All right, here's the little artist trading card I did yesterday. I'm showing that YouTube, and now I'll show you. I used some neon colors this time. I like the neons. You may see neon colors, neon colors.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Neon colors.
Reminds me.
That's actually really nice.
Back in the '60s.
Yeah, badass.
Yeah, very much that mod look. Gotta love it.
Did I show you my happy rock? I finished my happy rock.
Did you? I didn't see it. No, let me see.
It's all glazed and sitting up on my shelf. I'll show Gabi first.
Oh, sure.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's pretty. It's very birthday looking.
To me, it looks very, kind of birthday circus kind of.
I like it.
Kind of looking.
Good.
Kind of. It's so dark over here, Peggy. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn on my overhead light.
Me cleaning my desk this morning and working on this.
That might show up better now.
Oh,
but before I can do that...
Happy Rock is happy.
Oh my God, Beth, these were things we were thinking about doing.
What is that? A list of?
What we were thinking about doing for each day. Look at this.
Oh God. Did we come up with anything interesting? I don't remember.
We have Techie Tuesday, Whatever Wednesday, Teach Me Thursday, and Fun Facts Friday.
All right, it's Teach Me Thursday. Teach us something. I'm going to go put Daisy in the house and grab my coffee. I forgot she's still out. Daisy, you want to go inside?
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, good girl.
She won't run away? Does it run off?
No, she's good.
Well, that's good. My dogs don't run off either. Right now, it's raining, so they're all pissed off.
She stays close to home.
Yeah, that's a good thing. My dogs are the same way, but they don't like rain, so they won't even go outside. They're like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't like getting rained on either.
And if they refuse to go outside, they know that there's consequences, that they are not going to be loose in the house. So both of them are crated right now because it's raining and they're assholes and they will not behave themselves, and they're going to go in the living room and go, I could pee in here, you know. She won't notice.
Who pees in your living room?
If it's raining, Zippity will go pee in my living room. So she's crated right now.
Oh my God, Peggy. I'm going to take a screenshot so later when you're not wobbly hips, you can see exactly what you look like to me right now. It's pretty scary. All right.
Everything fell over.
Yeah, so we got those big jets flying overhead today. Joint Base Charleston is flying C-17s, 15 of them, and some exercise today. They started at 8 o'clock. I haven't heard them for a while yet now. It's 8:39, so they may already be done. I'm not sure how long this exercise is supposed to last.
That's cool.
But Ed got to see them. He was sitting outside waiting for Randy to come, and I was inside feeding the dogs. And he sent me a hey-tell. He was like, is that thing with the planes going on today? Because I see a whole bunch of them. I was like, yeah, that's it.
Ah.
I love it when the Black Hawks go over my place.
I think we had that the other day. The whole cabin was vibrating.
Oh, the whole house shakes. It's amazing.
Oh, geez. Look at this cute little teddy bear. It's so tiny.
Aw, is that like a real plush?
Yeah, it is. It's like, I don't know where he came from, but I'm going to make him into a planner paperclip. I'm going to glue him onto a paperclip.
Oops.
And make him into a paperclip, I think. He'll be really cute like that. I think I got him at Michael's. He was in the clearance section for like 99 cents.
I'm trying to set up
everything on my desk just fell over, so I'm really like, really?
That's not going to work. I was just trying to set you up here, Peggy, so you could actually see what she's showing and see everything. But
yeah, I'm a mess today, but it's okay.
I see part of her.
This is her down here. Can you see the screen? That's her, and that's me. There's no way to get like a perfect split screen of the two of us, so that's why I've got these things in here as fillers. Our picture, and then our little Bitmojis.
Yeah, I see her.
All right, now I got to figure out how to prop this so it stays.
Charlotte, back off.
Okay, there you go. Oh, Charlotte. Charlotte's hungry.
Hi, Charlotte.
So I started making this little bookmark for Eddie since he's reading chapter books now,
Oh, good.
with his name on it, and I'm gonna put draw some little bugs on there because bugs is Eddie's thing right now. So Eddie, if you're watching, I'm making this for you, but it's not finished yet. It's a bookmark.
Michaela's a bug person too.
If you don't know what a bookmark is, ask Mommy. Here, I'll show you, Gabi. Oh.
Oh, it's so cute.
Everything's
I
kind
love
of wonky because it's
Charlotte.
I love it.
Doing. Would you please get your big head out of the way?
Oh, Jesus.
Can you see this?
I can't see anything because you're facing the. Oh yeah, I see a big fat head.
He has a cute head.
Hold on, we'll show you. We'll show the camera. Charlotte's big fat head standing next to Peggy while she's. I mean, it's not every dog that doesn't have to reach to get their head on the counter. She just stands there and leans her chin on the counter.
That's a Dane. Is she a Dane?
She's Dane and Wolfhound, right, Peggy? Is that what she is?
Yeah.
Hi, Charlotte. She's so cute.
Beautiful.
How old is she now?
She's looking around for you when you said that.
Oh, hi, Charlotte. What you doing?
Oh, you're so cute.
She is cute. She's a good dog. She's very sweet.
What a dog.
There he is. Well, our neighbor's starting his motorcycle. I hear him up there.
Pouring.
Boy, it is so humid here. It's nice and cool, but it is humid. Like gross humid.
Humid. I don't like humid. We have that too, but it's really, really cold. Not cold. It's 57 maybe.
Yeah, it's 50. It's about 59 here.
Is it? Yeah. I like it.
Wonderful.
I'm not opposed to 50s,
Feels
so we'll
great.
just keep that.
Have all my windows open. It's wonderful.
Ah, good.
Airing out the house. It's wonderful. Don't hit my arm. When
Okay,
I'm
so I'll show you what my pen pal in Canada sent me.
Ah, yes. She should be seeing this.
Okay, yeah, you know, I'm going to invite her. I haven't invited many people because I wanted to make sure that we were doing something that people would actually want to watch other than just chatting. But there are people who like to watch just chatting, so who knows?
And this is just us doing what we want to do. So if people don't like it, they don't have to watch us. They can go bye-bye.
Okay, so here's the second postcard that I got in that postcard swap. Here's your postcard wish list number 1. Swap, hope you enjoy this water scene. So, and this is the woman who created the swap. I got her as a swap partner.
I do. Yeah, that's good. She's nice. I got stuff from her before. That's a nice card.
And she put it in a cool envelope with washi tape on one side. And cool stamps on the other side.
What tape?
Not washi. This is duct tape. Washi tape is kind of like a thin decorative masking tape. It's got all different designs on it. Pauletti is the queen of washi tape.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of scrapbookers and journal people, planner people use it
Oh.
as a decorative
Yeah.
thing.
This is the
Okay.
truth.
This is what my friend from Canada wrote. Hey, I hope all is well down south. Saw this and instantly saw your Facebook video and just had to send you one. And I'll show you what that is in a minute. It's been raining for days here, local flooding. Luckily, we sit up on a hill, so we're safe and dry. What have you been reading lately? I just finished H. Court of War and Ruin. You should check Sarah J. Maas out. So I will check that author out and see, because this is how we met each other through a group. We both read the same author. It's kind of like not a sci-fi fantasy, but almost like a historical fiction fantasy, very Game of Thrones-like. And so the video that she saw was the one that I made for Jessica, of all my little solar pets lined up on the cabin windows. And so she sent me this one of a little unicorn flying with a rainbow, and I don't know what those little things are, but they're cute. So she sent me that. she sent me this bookmark, which is kind of cool. It's just a ribbon, and on both ends is our little wishbones, and one has blue on the tips and one has white on the tips, and so that's a cool bookmark, kind of like a ribbon bookmark with weighted ends.
Yeah, nice.
And the last thing, and I can't find it because it's small and I don't know where it went now. Where'd it go? Oh my God, where'd it go?
I saw 2 rainbows yesterday.
Yes, I got your videos. Peggy saw a really cool rainbow by her.
Oh yeah, cool.
She sent me a video. It was like a full rainbow, not a partial rainbow.
Gotta love it.
The first video said that it was raining and sunny at the same time, and my first thought was, oh, there's got to be a rainbow in the sky somewhere. And then the next video she sent me was of a rainbow.
It was so pretty.
So pretty.
Beautiful.
I'm looking for the last thing she sent me, and I can't find it. I will. But it's a little patch, like an iron-on patch that said penpal on it. And it's just,
That's so cute.
It was cute, yeah. And then my eBay order of stamps came in, of vintage stamps. And there were some cool stamps in this package. They're all 3-cent stamps, so I use them more as decoration than anything. But Peggy, you'll remember this, Sagamore Hill.
Oh, God.
In Oyster Bay Cove. I don't know, where's the camera over here? So,
Hill. Wow.
Sagamore Hill stamp.
Haven't heard that.
That's neat.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it so my sister can see it. There, can you see it, Peggy?
Yeah.
That's an old 3-cent stamp. I don't know what year it is. I have to get my reading glasses on. Now let me show the camera here. Sagamore Hill. We went there as a school field trip back in the 70s, I think. Maybe in the late 60s, early 70s. And this is on Long Island. That's Teddy Roosevelt's house.
Oh, neat. I don't think we ever did that as a field trip for our school.
Do they still have that huge bear? I wonder.
They probably still have everything because some preservation society or whatever owns it. It's probably a historical preservation society.
I remember.
Oh, absolutely it is,
That
yeah.
huge bear standing up, upright with the claws bare.
Yes, in the living room. Yeah, there was quite a bit of. There was some sort of tusks or antlers or something in that big living room too. It says U.S. Postage, Sagamore Hill, Oyster Bay, New York, home of Theodore Roosevelt.
Let me tell you, when I saw that bear probably back in the late 50s, early 60s, it was a little ratty looking then.
Yeah.
So that bear is very old.
Well, when you think about it, back then, when that house was first built, there was no air conditioning. So it was in the humid summers, right on the water, the house, right near the water. And, I'm sure it's just got really reggy and ratty looking from elements, being exposed to the different air temperatures and stuff. I'm sure it's air conditioned now because there's no way they could preserve that house without it.
Yeah.
But I just remember the little narrow hallways and how short the beds looked, how tiny and short all the beds looked.
Well, in the original houses, they built them small to retain the heat from the fireplaces. So all the halls were small. It was low ceiling.
I never thought of that. I always thought people used to say it was just because people were smaller back then. They were shorter and smaller.
No, the ceilings were lower. Everything was designed to maintain and keep the heat in. Because if you've got a 10-foot ceiling, all the heat goes up there.
That's interesting. I never thought of that.
She has it down pat. She knows.
Never thought of that.
Narrow little walkways, and you'd have to duck to go under doorways.
Yeah, but the beds always struck me as like, God, that can't be comfortable. You'd have to sleep in the fetal position to fit in that bed.
Well, put huge beds in there because the actual bedrooms were tiny
they
also
were.
to maintain heat.
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what struck me most about the tour I took? As an adult, I went back there because I lived in Oyster Bay Cove for a short while. And as an adult, I went back there. And on the tour, they told us that while telephones did exist during the time that the Roosevelts lived in the house, they did not have one. Because Mrs. Roosevelt was adamant that the time they spent in that house was family time. And she saw the phone as being the ultimate interruption. And that it was just rude and it took away from family time. And But they had to install one when he became president because he needed to be in constant contact with the White House and everything. But
yeah, she would actually hate living today.
she hated that phone. They said she hated that phone when it was installed.
She would hate today because today is like every kid has their face in their phone and...
Right?
Yep, she would not be too keen on that.
Mrs. Roosevelt would have banned cell phones from the house.
She would have banned cell phones from life.
Probably, yeah.
So I just got a text from Michaela that she forgot her glasses.
I love the old wooden floors that creaked when you walked on them.
Yeah. My house does that. I have a hallway that creaks, but that's because the wood is rotting underneath our house.
Oh, Dave.
There's actually one plank of wood that sinks about a quarter of an inch when you step on it. You can feel it give. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Oh my God.
I'm like, that's not good. Ed, I'm going to be falling through the hallway one of these days. It's a big project, and he's got to find the time to do it. You know? But we've known about the problem for a few years now.
Michaela just texted me that she forgot her glasses.
And are you going to go deliver them, or are you going to be like tough noogies?
I have to bring them, but I'm going to wait a couple minutes because
All right.
I need to get over being annoyed with her before I go
What if
there.
she were to get like a cheaper pair of glasses with the same prescription that she must always keep in her school bag at all times?
Because it wouldn't matter because this is Michaela.
Okay.
We thought of that and then we were like, yeah, that's a great idea, but
What does she
it won't
keep
do
doing
any
with
good.
glasses?
The girl forgets things quite often, and Gabi has to run to
It's
school
because
to bring them
she's
to her.
This is Michaela, and I'm not like that, but Harrell, maybe he is. I don't know. No, he's not either.
Well, he might have been as a kid, and he might have outgrown it.
But like, if I forgot anything as a kid, I would be mortified and not even tell my mother because she would probably like pummel me.
Yeah,
Like,
same here.
I'm not forgetting anything. That would not have gone over big with my family.
If it was something big like a school project that was due that day, she would have done it. But for something like forgetting a notebook or forgetting glasses or something, no. And my parents lived on the same block as the school. She could walk up to the school. You know? Tough love.
Yeah.
Tough love. She'll learn not to forget them if you stop bringing them. But I understand where you're coming from. She's just that kind of kid that's gonna always forget.
Yeah, she won't stop forgetting them.
Yeah.
She really won't.
Yeah. That's a shame. How
Even
about
if
contacts? Have you thought about getting her contacts? She's too young, maybe?
No, Michaela. This is Michaela. You can't ask a kid on the spectrum to wear contacts.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You
all
can't.
right. Okay.
Touching her eyes is like you can't even she can't even talk about it. Talking about it makes her all willy-nilly.
Well, you know, she may someday get over that when she's older. You know, when she's older.
She's already quite far from where she was as a little girl.
She's still
she's
freaked out by
quite little.
thunderstorms. Thunderstorms really freaked her out. I used to feel so bad.
Yeah, no, she loves them now. She absolutely loves them.
Oh, me too. But you know, when a little kid, when you think about it, a lot of kids on the spectrum, they have oversensitive hearing, or they just tune into things more than people do. Other, people who are not on the spectrum do. So that might have been part of that, I'm thinking. You know? Loud, rumbly vibration, flashes of light. Scary.
Yeah, she actually loves them now. She lives for them. Like, she was pissed that she had to go to school today because we're having a thunderstorm today. And she was like, really? The day I, want to go stay home and, watch this thunderstorm and we have to go in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, wait.
You know, I used to go to school with a kid in elementary school. I thought it was the strangest thing, but I tried to understand it. There was a kid in our class that refused to, the yellow ruled paper pads?
Yeah.
The teachers would give them out to write on certain days. We would have to write assignments on these yellow pads.
Right. Yep.
If it was a rainy day or overcast, the kid said that the yellow paper made them sad and they refused to use it. She could only write on white paper.
Oh my
And this
God.
was like 3rd grade. This wasn't like kindergarten. This was like 3rd grade. This was like a 9-10-year-old kid,
Definitely a spectrum kid, I think.
Yeah, but back in the 70s, there was no spectrum that people were aware of. It was just, the kid was odd.
Yep.
Now it would be much more understood.
Every child is odd.
In their own way, yeah. I was an odd kid.
No, yeah, They are.
I hated school. Public school, and did not enjoy it. It stressed me out. But there were some aspects of middle school that I liked, and then high school was just like complete culture shock for me. I did not adjust well.
High school was a nope, right? Nope.
Did not adjust well. All right, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with this bookmark.
But that was where you met Mr. Ed, yeah?
Huh?
You met Mr. Ed in high school?
I did, but we went to rival schools. And Peggy, wasn't Massapequa and Amityville rival schools? I know Massapequa and Farmingdale were.
Massapequa High and Berna
Were rivals.
Oh, really?
Was there any rivalry between? Well, I know for the football teams there had to be between Amityville and Massapequa and Berna.
That's what I mean by rivals. They were sports rivals.
Right.
But the Berna people did not associate with the Massapequa High, and they didn't associate with the Berna people.
And you know what's funny? Now Berna is a middle school, and Massapequa is the only high school for the Massapequa and Massapequa Park kids to go to. So they're.
Do you know
really?
Your brother was in the first class to graduate from Berna High School?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wow, that's it. I wonder what year that was. 50-something? 60-something?
63, I think. 64.
64. I was a year old.
64, I think.
Wow.
That's
It's either 64 or 65. I'm not quite sure.
Now, didn't he go... Wasn't East Lake at one time a high school? The elementary school, I think, was like for the first year it was open, was a high school or something.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't say for sure.
It's so weird because everything in East Lake is geared towards smaller kids. I couldn't imagine larger kids having to go there, you know?
Well, yeah, don't forget though, they had large desks and things like that too.
Yeah,
Once they went down to an elementary school, they changed all the desks.
Right.
And they weren't, I can't remember, were there lockers in I don't recall seeing
In East
lockers.
Lake, I don't recall there being lockers, but yes, there had to be for the older grades. Yes, there was what they called the new wing, because it was built later on. There were lockers for the older
Oh, were
kids.
there? Oh, see, I
The
don't
younger kids didn't have, all those subjects, so you just had a book bag and you brought your stuff to and from, and your lunch had to go in a cubby hole back by the coat room.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
they had the cubby holes back by the coat rooms. And then when you hit, fourth grade, I think, is when you moved over to the new wing. That's where they have 4th, 5th, and 6th grade kids over in the new wing. And they had lockers there.
When I was in there, they didn't have the new wing yet.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why I don't remember seeing lockers.
There you go. They didn't have them.
I was in the original school, and it was a small square school.
Wow.
And I do recall them after I left, adding on to that school. But yeah, no, there were no lockers when I was there. Because you went in, you sat in your class all day. You were in one class all day.
Yep. And I preferred that. I didn't like the switching. It added to my stress level. Having to get 5 or 6 times a day, having to be on time for a class, instead of just going in, being on time, and you're there
Well,
until.
some schools for the past few years have been experimenting with having only females in class and only males in class, and they found that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they found that the attention span in the classrooms when there were no members of the opposite sex were much more focused than when there were, if there were boys in the girls' class, the girls were too busy giggling and dressing up and acting up for them instead of paying attention to what was going on in the school. And the boys, the same thing. The boys were, more fixated on certain girls in the class, and they weren't doing well. So when they split them up, that eliminated that issue.
That's, I think I would have preferred that as a kid.
I would have too.
I really do, because I was shy, introverted kid, and there were a lot of boisterous boys in the classroom, and I was easily distracted. And if you look at, I have some of my old report cards, and they say things like, Elizabeth is not working up to her potential, daydreaming in class, and so they had me by 5th or 6th grade, they had me tested because I was just doing so poorly in school. They were thinking about putting me down to into one of the remedial classes, And so the first thing they did was they gave me an IQ test, and I tested well above average. I tested in like the kid genius level, and they were like, well, that ain't it. So what's her issue? And, I know my issue was, that I was shy and introverted and sensitive and didn't do well with distractions. I could have told them that, but I didn't know that then. I know it now, looking back, So, you just can't judge a book by its cover. You never know what's going on in a kid's head.
It sounds silly, but I think they should have split up, at least to certain grades. They should have split up boys and girls. I mean, in kindergarten, first, second, third grade, once you hit middle school, boy, and all the hormones started, split them up,
Yep, exactly.
To keep them focused on their schoolwork and not what's happening to the boys sitting 2 rows over.
And with all the trying to include everybody that goes on these days, I don't see that splitting up happening, because that's like segregation,
They're doing it in some schools.
Well,
I would love that.
They are doing it in some schools. I know that. I read that somewhere. It's not a lot of them. There's just a couple of them.
Well,
But they found a big difference in the academic scores when they split up boys and girls.
I would have loved it. I think what Jessica's doing is the right thing for Eddie. She's homeschooling, and it makes him love learning now. It's not a chore, He sit down and do his own thing now, and he's proud to show off his work. And when Ethan sits there and he's learning along with them, even though Ethan doesn't legally have to be in school yet, he's already learning stuff.
No, he's already learning.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Be right back.
Okay. So I would have loved that. Separated classes. I thrived in a calm atmosphere, and if there was anything chaotic going on, I just did not do well.
No chaos, please. I think most people can say that they're like that, really.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I think that the U.S. school systems are outdated and need to be revamped.
I agree. The problem is that the public schools never get their budgets passed to do the things that they need and want to do.
It's not even that, it's just the way they teach them, and what they're teaching them is not relevant today.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I agree.
There we go.
All right.
She's yelling at her.
Eddie got a dragonfly. Abigail.
All right.
And that's the one dog that always doesn't come. So every now and then you hear the bird who imitates Peggy, you hear him saying, Abby! Abby! It's so funny. When she starts yelling for the dogs, the bird starts yelling for the dogs to imitate her.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Bird cracks me up.
Is that one she's keeping?
Oh, Oliver will always be with her, yeah. He is Peggy's mini-me. If there was ever a bird that was a human's mini-me, it's Oliver. He sneezes, he laughs like her, he sneezes like her, he says all her most common phrases. He says things like, look at that! Look at that! It's so funny.
He sounds cute.
He is. He's very funny. And his timing is eerie. It's almost like he understands. He just knows when to say certain phrases. Oh, that's cute. There it is. There's that little thing you showed me.
I'll go there.
I like that. I like what you did with that scrapbook paper, the waves. I couldn't imagine what when you were telling me what it was, I kind of knew what you meant, but I couldn't really imagine it now that I see it. Yeah, that's really cute.
And what I'm going to do is probably put a photo here and write down here and up here. I'll make it look like, I'll write it like waves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so creative.
So what I'm going to do is I have a stencil that's like this, that looks like waves. It's like wavy, and I'll trace lines so I can write the way they are, and I'll write that way. It'll be fun.
Cool.
But I wanted to get him on here, and he's a little wooden die cut, and I got 2 of them. I got them at Michael's. They were in a pack of like 5 or 10 of these like wooden cutouts. And these are the only two I've left because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So, but now I love him. He's so cute in there. He looks very good.
He does. He looks like he belongs.
Yeah, he does, right?
I love looking at octopus videos on YouTube, like when they accidentally end up on a boat and how they find the smallest little area to squeeze out of to get back into the water. They're like the ultimate escape artists.
They are. They're amazing.
They're very cool animals.
Really are. Actually worked really well. I couldn't be using this right now because it's not good for my paper, but
super glue. You know what I like for paper? The Yoo-hoo.
What's that?
It's Yoo-hoo. It's a glue stick, but a lot of crafters use it because it's very strong holding. It's long lasting. It's non-toxic. It's washable. It's acid free, and it holds really well.
Oh, well, it's UHU. It doesn't have a purple top. I think I have one of those.
Some of them, the older ones, I think did.
Yeah, I think I have them.
But I know a lot of paper crafters use this. So I saw one, and they're getting harder to find. But I saw one in, I think it was AC Moore maybe. They don't have it. They've got it in like a bubble package now, hanging on the wall. So
oh,
yeah,
really?
I would never think to look there for it. But I found this in Aiken Office Supply when I was in. It's like a Hallmark old-fashioned office supply store, and they've got some of the coolest stuff there. To get the cool stuff. Where did I get this from? And this, I ended up getting this clear glue with the two-way applicator for sealing envelopes. It's got a sponge tip on one end and like a narrow tip on the other.
Oh, I have that glue. I like that glue.
I love this for envelopes.
Ah, I didn't think of that.
And
Here's
this
what
is...
I was using, but I don't know why I'm using it for paper, but because I'm being kind of really stupid to do that. I just want to see what it does. But it doesn't leak through the paper. Can you see that it doesn't leak through?
Yeah.
And I'm really surprised it doesn't leak through because it's super glue and you think it would leak right through, but like, look, you can't see him.
Hey, whatever works.
From the other spot.
Yep.
It worked good.
Whatever
I
works.
want it to be strong because I want to make sure that this little die can go here. Oop.
This is the glue that I use when I make paper beads. It's a white glue with a pointy tip, and it says, I'm holding it sideways for you. It says, it's called Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive. It dries in just like seconds, but it's a white glue.
Good stuff.
I'm going to hold this up. I keep forgetting
I love it.
We've got a video going on here. So this is the quick dry. Let me hold the Yoo-hoo stick up. This is the one that's getting hard to find, but I think it's making a comeback, just different display.
That's good.
That's a glue stick. And then this is the one that I like for envelopes. It's a clear glue, and it's also Scotch with two-way applicator. And there's like a pointy applicator on one end.
That's one
and
too,
there's
huh?
a sponge applicator on the other. And I usually store it like this, sponge applicator down, because I stored it like that once and I think it leaked.
Oh, not good. We don't want it to leak.
Yeah, no, we don't want it leaking. Oh, one of my mushroom man's little mushrooms popped off. I was looking at this and I'm going, what is this little brown thing? It looks like a little poop. Where'd it go?
I love it.
And it just
You
took
like
off.
that.
Alright, just went skittering across my desk. I don't know. I'll find it later.
You're like, that's gone. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, look what I found, and now I lost it again. It's gone now.
So if anyone's wondering what the hell I'm doing,
Yeah, what are you
I'm
doing?
reinforcing the spine of this little journal because it has tear-out pages, and I don't want them to tear out. And yeah, it's a messy job, and I made a thing, it's bubbly, but it's not going to show, so I don't really care. I'm going to cover it with fun things like this, and this guy, and
Washi tape?
kind of thing.
What would you do? What would happen if you put washi tape down the seam of that binding?
What?
Would washi tape help reinforce that? If you put like a really skinny washi tape down the center of that of the binding?
I prefer the packing tape because I know it's not going to tear off. Washi is not permanent, so it comes off.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I love it, but it can be. Ooh, this is so cute. I love this paper.
That is
So cute.
cool.
I know. I'm in love with it.
Alright, I need
Really?
to draw a ladybug now. Hi, little
This one.
ladybug.
I might grab this and shove this in there. Maybe I'll make a tag out of that one. This one's cute with all the little anchors.
Yeah, I like that one too. I like the nautical theme that you're going with for this whole thing.
Yeah, it's for a cruise, so I wanted to make sure it says cruise. This is the only one that doesn't really go with a cruise to me because, I don't know, it seems more tropical.
It's
Seashells,
well,
these are not...
it's still sea. It's still that theme, you know.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't
Being
know.
honest.
You don't know.
I like that one too. Okay. La 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 la. So far, I'll turn the book around and show everyone what I've done. I didn't finish the cover yet. This is just, I just put this on it because I like the paper. I have this little bow that has anchors on it. See that?
Oh, yeah. That's cute. Little paper clip.
I want to make sure I'm in the middle of what I'm doing. Alright, and then I have, see how washi doesn't stick? I had the washi down and it just popped right up.
Will washi stick if you add like glue stick to it or something? Will it make it more permanent? Because I don't, you know, maybe the adhesive would react with the other adhesive and not stick well or something.
Well, this one's sticking well for a reason. Because shiny.
Oh, look at who's here! Gabi! Let me show Gabi first. Look who's here, Oliver. Oh, shoot. He's doing doo-dee-doo! And I just knocked your camera over. Trying to show you.
Hi, Oliver!
Let me
my
show
gosh.
the people.
Cuteness, I don't even know. So cute. You're so cute.
Oliver's an African gray parrot.
He's a gray? Oh, he's beautiful.
He's a timber gray. Timber? Is that what you said?
Timna.
How do you spell that?
Timneh. Timna.
Timna.
He's a Timna.
Timna.
Smaller variety. I like them better than the Congo. They're very flighty and loud.
They're flighty. Oh, there's my crows. All right, I got to readjust Gabi's camera because I knocked it over when I tried to show her. Technical difficulties, people. We're experiencing technical difficulties because Beth spazzed out. There we go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Say goodbye.
Bye, Oliver.
Hi, Oliver!
The bird hates me. I'm telling you. It hurts my feelings. He sees me and I talk to him and I'm sweet and everything and I have my hands behind my back because I don't want my hands to freak him out. And you know a bird is a little freaked out and may bite you when their pupils shrink down to like a little pinpoint. You know they are hyper focusing on you when they are not happy and you may get bit. So you got to watch a bird's pupils when you're approaching them and interacting with a bird. When those pupils shrink down, you may be in trouble. Every time I walk in the room, that bird's pupils shrink down. I'm like, oh, God. And I give him peanuts, and I'm sweet to him. He doesn't care. He's like, come here, let me bite you.
Look at this one.
That is a whale spouting water. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. And those are
Isn't that
wood.
cute?
Oh,
He's
those,
so cute. It is wood. These are wood, yes.
okay, I was
Those
going to say, are they
octopus.
wood or resin?
No, they're just lightweight wood. They're very cute.
I think I got to turn you up and turn Peggy down. You're up as high as you can go.
That's okay.
Okay, turn Peggy down a little. She's right next to the mic, and that's going to be really loud. You know, I meant to watch part of yesterday's broadcast to see if this microphone was working any better than the webcam microphone. I hope it
There we
is.
go.
Because the webcam microphone is very tinny sounding.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else should I draw on Eddie's bookmark?
Maybe I could get him to stick on there. Ooh, that sounded vile. Violent. I hear violence.
It's so violent. I know, I'm going to use some stickles on Eddie's. Stickles! Stickles are cool.
Oh, I love stickles. They're so fun.
I got blue.
What about
I got
here?
blue,
What do you think?
blue and orange and yellow stickles. Cool. What did you say?
Look at where the whale is now. I think I like him down there.
Yes, that's perfect. That is
He's
perfect placement
cute.
of your whale. Perfect whale
I'm gonna have
placement.
to... He's so cute.
Look at all that
So
washi
cute.
tape.
Yeah, I'm the washi tape queen. This Gorilla Glue is kind of gel-ish, like gel instead of like liquid,
Yeah.
which is quite nice.
I'm going to use stickles as like little sparkly dots all over this.
Stickles are some of my favorite friends.
I wonder how varnish will go over stickles, if it'll be okay. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
I don't know. That's a good
well,
question.
matte varnish would probably really dull the glitter effect, but the gloss varnish shouldn't. So that's what I'm hoping. Is that the gloss varnish.
Alright, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. This flips over like this. And the washi's pretty good at holding it down. But I double washied it so it makes like a spine. This is going to be very cute when it's done. My girls will like having this. I should tuck, oh, how cute would that be maybe? If I tuck this little passport under here, like that, but then it's backwards, grr, maybe the other way.
You were telling me that Mackie likes anything Abraham Lincoln.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's her favorite president.
All right. Does she collect stuff? I mean, if I sent her like little things, would you think she'd be interested in having them?
In what?
You know, if I sent her like a postage stamp and another
She would
card.
use them in her journal. Yeah,
All
she
right.
would love it.
She would? Okay.
Yeah, she really would.
Because I've got, every now and then I come across something Abraham Lincoln and I think, oh, maybe Mackie would like this.
Yeah, it's her favorite era is the Civil War era. Like, she loves the politics of that era.
Me too.
The culture, the clothing. She really does enjoy it. So this is cute here. What do you think of this here?
Did you see the
I decided to maybe stick that here.
Hold on. What are you
And it's
saying,
under-
Peggy? Hold on.
Okay.
Did you see the special the other night on the Lincoln Highway on BBC?
Might be
America?
good here.
GPS. It was Georgia Public Broadcast.
Lincoln Highway?
The Lincoln Highway. It goes from New York City straight across the country to San Francisco. It's the
Oh,
first
how
cross
cute.
country.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard of
I
that.
mean, it was cool. It goes through all these little towns.
I like
I've
that.
never heard of it.
Huh, I'll have to Google that.
It's really cool.
Googling things.
Yeah, hang on. Gabi was showing me something. I want to see that, Gabi. What was that little notebook?
Oh, I decided to tuck it under this little, I wanted to incorporate this little passport. You see it?
Yeah.
So I clipped it underneath of here. And what I'm going to use these pockets for is they're perfect for the little mini Polaroids. So I'll take a picture,
yes.
a picture of the girls and then a picture of all of us and like stick them in there. And then that'll be tucked in that spot. And it'll stay there because it's clipped down.
Peggy, have you seen those little mini Polaroid cameras that they've got? A lot of scrapbooker people use it.
No.
They take like what size? What are they, like a 1.5 by 2.5 or something like that? Gabi,
It's like a credit card.
the size of a credit card. A little
Yeah.
tiny.
They have those special printers that print out those tiny little pictures.
Yeah, well, they've got those, but there's also Polaroid for instant.
I had no
Yep,
idea.
and they're really cute. They're really nice. Ellie got one for her birthday when she turned 13. She loves that camera. And I have a zinc printer. Do you have one of those? It doesn't
Zinc?
use ink.
No.
It uses zinc paper, and I love it. And it prints pictures that are like the size that go here, that credit card size. Like, here's my Amazon card. Like, these are how big the photos are. They're as big as this little Amazon card.
That's cool.
Right, so they can just go right in there.
I just use the Walmart app and the apps to create the smaller photos and send them that way, like three or four or six pictures to a photo, depending on the size.
Ah. Yeah, you can print them in different sizes, right?
Yes, you can. You can make your own
That's right.
collage, like, use a photo collage app, and then
Yeah,
get
that's
printed
fun.
out on one piece of paper, and then just cut them up yourselves. So you can make
I do
basically
that
your own
with
wallet-sized photos.
Yeah, Walgreens also.
That's
And,
what I meant to say. Walgreens. What did I say?
Oh.
Walmart.
You said Walmart, but I'm sure they have the same thing.
Yeah, no, it was Walgreens that I meant to say. I like their app, their photo app for getting things printed. I haven't used it in a while though. But you gotta
Me
be
too. I love it.
you gotta be careful. If you put light and dark photos on the same collage, they're always gonna print too dark for the lighter ones, and everything just comes out terrible. So try to keep the light photos together on one collage and the darker photos
Oh,
together
really?
on
I
another.
didn't know that.
Yeah, because they're just doing like a general overall exposure for the whole print. They're not really going, they can't really print for individual pictures when they're all on a collage like that. I learned that the hard way. I got like 97 photos and they were all too dark.
Oh God.
Yeah. And they always say, do you want to look at them before you go? And I usually say no. From now on I say yes. And I go through every one and I make a pile of ones that I want redone. I used to work in a photo lab. People do that all the time. They expect people to do that. So don't feel shy about asking them to print things that came out too light or dark.
At our Walgreens, they get annoyed if you do that, so I just leave and do.
I don't care if they
even
get
bother.
annoyed, because I'm in the fortunate position of having been a printer and developer and portrait studio photographer and for almost 5 years I was a general manager of a chain of 30-minute photos on Long Island. So I know what I'm talking about, and if they give me attitude, then I school them.
That's actually good. You should do that. Look, I hid the little octopus under here.
But I'm always nice. I never get snotty, Oh, isn't that cute? Now, where did you get that? Is that like a coloring page?
No, this is a rubber stamp. I've done some swaps for rubber stamped images, and you ask them to make rubber stamped images on white or light colored papers, and then cut them out to be the size of ATC or smaller, and that's what you do. Now he's hiding under there.
I like that.
Hello.
Did I show you my
Very cute.
postcard stamp that I got to make a piece of paper
Yes,
postcard?
I have one.
I wish it was a little bigger. Because it looks like it's only for maybe like a 3x5 or 4x6 postcard.
It is. Yeah, it's a smaller one. Yeah.
Here it is.
You can go online and see if you can find one. They probably have them.
Yeah, they
Sick.
cost a fortune. I like to get the stamps in the stores because I can use the 40 and 50% off coupons. I'm not into spending a lot of money. Not on something like that.
Well, if you use it a lot, I am. I will spend what I need to spend because, yeah.
What size is this? I have to measure this now.
This one, I'm not going to ask you to do it. I think it's good. I'm going to use these cards here to write things on or post little photos on. Little travel tags. Green path. And then this guy, of course, my favorite.
That seems to be like a recurring theme, that guy.
He is. I love him. I don't know why. I think
Are we
he's
looking
fabulous.
at geese? Peggy, where are the geese?
Oh, baby geese. So many geeses.
I hear them. Yeah, peeping. Peep, 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 peep. She's in the barn. We're looking at the ceiling of the barn right now.
Ooh, the hell was that?
Yes, a horse getting excited.
Oh, it sounded like a turkey.
She's got miniature horses, so the whinny is much higher than the other horses. But they're just as loud.
You need to let my kids work there. They just need to move in.
Yeah, she put down. I can hear them. I don't see them.
This one. I need a tab for this. Oh, I might have a tab. There might be a tab somewhere. Ugh. Let's see what I have in here. Here comes the mess.
Alright, when she comes back, I'll ask her to show the geese.
That's
I'm going to draw a little ant.
this one.
How long does stickles take to dry, do you know?
How long what?
Does stickles take to dry?
A while. Depending on how thickly you smeared it on there. If it's thickly smeared, then yeah. Here's more sea theme stuff. Alright, here we go. We'll do this. Or that. Or this. Or this. I'm going to keep that out. I had some tabs that had nautical theme to them. Isn't this cute? Look at these.
Little travel stamps. I saw
Yeah,
those. Where did I see them? I think they were in the clearance section of Hobby Lobby. I think.
They probably were. Or at Michael's, because I got them at Michael's.
I think I better put this to the side because I'm drawing on this and the stickles aren't dry yet. And I don't want to smear it. I don't want to smear the stickles. Oh, we should. Peggy, let us see them. Oh, for God's sake, she's not listening.
Oh,
She never listens. Put Eddie's thing up there. Let it dry. I'm looking at all the stuff you got on your desk there. I see. What is that thing that says ELF? That bottle above the washi tape.
This?
Yeah.
That is face primer. It's really, this is a really good one, and I don't usually like cheapy makeup, but I like this. It makes your face feel like it's a really good primer before you put your foundation on. It's a soft.
Okay, so it's not a craft item.
No, it shouldn't even be there. I'm gonna put it. No, I don't know why it's there, but it's sitting there. Okay. These I need out. These are so cute. I need to get a mounting block for these because I have one. I just don't know where I put it. Don't you love that when you do that? You're like, oh,
I don't even own a mounting block. I need to get one, and every time I go to get one, I go, that's just too much money, and I don't get one.
They're like $1. The fuck?
No, not where are you shopping?
Michael's. Get an acrylic stamp mounting block.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Not the ones I saw.
Then you're spending too much money.
Maybe I'm looking in the wrong aisle.
I'll send you one.
No, you don't have to send me one. I just gotta look better. I guess I'm just looking in the wrong place.
Yeah, they're not that bad. They're a couple bucks maximum, depending on how big you... Well, if you want a really big one, that I don't know. I don't use the really big ones. I don't use them, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was looking at.
It could be, yeah.
And they had sets of like 3 different sizes, and they weren't cheap.
Oh, I buy them singular. I don't do that. There, that tag is done. See, I finished that one. I'm blocking my own light. And this one. And I'll journal on here and write about the day and probably stamp the date on it at one point or another while I'm there, because I'm going to work on this book as much as I can while I'm there, as well as once I get home.
Little gnat. There's a little bug in here. What is that? And it almost landed in my wet paint. Get out of here, bug. Get out of here.
live in the South. We don't have bugs yet. They're not out.
God, we had bugs all year long. You know, it was depressing. These last 2 winters, the mosquitoes never went away. We'd go out in the heart of January, and there would be mosquitoes. I'm like, come on. You know, I always look forward to the winter that they'll die off, and they don't.
That's terrible.
It is. Our house is built on the edge of wetlands.
Yeah, definitely not a fun sounding experience.
We heard the peep peep. I was hoping you'd show the geese, Peggy.
Ah,
You heard the peep 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 peep.
hang on a second.
Right.
She thinks we're here to talk to her, but we really want to see her fucking geese. I don't give 2 shits about you, Peggy. Sorry.
Show
Your
me the
are-
geese.
Just the geese. The geese. Only the geese and nothing else.
I'm looking at the top of Piggy's head. Okay, now we're looking at geese.
Baby geeses! Oh my god!
I love that ceremony.
The sound of them is so cute. Did they imprint on you?
Oh yeah. They've run
So
after
that's
them.
mommy.
Hello, baby. Hello. One got startled yesterday. It actually honked.
Wow, a real honk.
A real honk. I think he startled himself.
Do we know if they're boys or girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, one boy, one girl. Edwin and Edwina.
Are they from the same clutch?
What? Say again?
Do they have the same mom and daddy?
I still don't know what she's
Are they
saying,
from the
Beth.
same clutch of eggs? Do you know?
No. It's from a commercial breeder. He breeds thousands of these, so the chances of them from the same clutch are.
No.
That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, that's good. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him run.
So you
You're
bought a
right.
pair, huh? How cute.
You gotta run. Show everybody those pretty wings. Show them those wings. You gotta follow me.
They're so cute.
Look at those wings out.
Come on.
When they were like just a couple of weeks old, those little stump. Ooh, look at them flapping. Those little stumpy wings sticking out when they ran was so funny.
Very cute.
I love geese.
Looks like they love you too, so that's all good.
This is a particularly nice breed, so
They're friendlier.
yeah.
They're enjoying
They're not
the geese.
noisy,
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
always friendly. I hope they're always friendly anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, because the last goose she had used to chase me. That goose hated me. I don't know what it is with Peggy's birds. They don't like me. The other animals do, but her birds don't.
Maybe you're just not a bird person.
Not a bird person. I feed the crows.
Yeah.
I have bird feeders out here on my deck. I am like the
Really, you
ultimate
do.
bird person. I think they
You
just
bird
get
person.
so attached to Peggy that anybody new is probably a threat.
Oh, it could be.
They just get very attached to her. There's one bird that hangs out with me, Jester. He was
She
sitting
also
on.
loves everybody.
Yeah, thanks. I'm trying to feel special here, and you're ruining it for me. She says Jester loves everybody.
He does.
Even you, Beth. I heard that. I read between the lines. Everybody, he loves everybody, even you. So I got a notification. The new Pirates of the Caribbean movie comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I probably won't see it on opening day. I may not even see it in the theater
Why not?
unless I go in and Peggy goes with me. Hint, hint. Unless I go into Aiken.
What? Ed won't see it?
Ed is not a theater person. I think there's a couple of reasons behind that. Number one, he's a smoker.
Oh yeah.
So
I hear that.
when we went to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I told him, I said, it's quite a long movie. You may want to wear a nicotine patch. And I think he did. I said, you don't want to have to miss something because you're going out to have a smoke, So I think that's part of the reason. And also, Ed has gotten very spoiled by TiVo and being able to pause and rewind when he didn't hear something or doesn't understand something, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's Ellie.
You know, it just means you got to pay attention a little harder. That's all. You know.
That's Ellie with her Netflix.
Yeah. And, you know, at home you can pause it and go to the bathroom. You can pause it and go out and have a cigarette. You can pause it and go get a drink. You know, in the movie theater, you can't, and you miss stuff. So you got to sit there for the entire length of the movie.
Yep.
But I like the big screen. I like the surround sound. I like the idea of watching it with an audience because you get to like join in the reactions of people and see.
Yeah, you get that energy from them.
It's like a whole experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Definitely is.
Peggy took me to a lot of movies when I was a kid. A lot of the movies I saw as a kid was because Peggy took me.
Mac wants her glasses,
That's
so.
because I was a good big sister.
You were. I remember I seen Sound of Music in the theater. The original release of The Sound of Music. I old.
All right.
Peggy's even older.
Seen it.
What?
Haven't seen it.
You never saw Sound of Music?
No.
You're not a musical person.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. No, I've never seen it.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. I never really thought about it.
I just think you'd at least see part of it by accident somewhere. Going over a friend's house or something.
Like, I've only seen the part where she's like running through the field, you know, that one part that everyone's seen a million times.
It's a good story.
But I never saw the actual, no. Nope.
Yeah, it's a good story. Trying to think of other movies Peggy took me to see when I was a kid.
Alright, I gotta take Michaela her.
What? Oh, you gotta bring her glasses. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta take them.
Alright. Well, we'll see everybody tomorrow then. We'll end the stream.
Okay.
Have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow.